Hey, this is Dr. Foss, and I'd like to talk to you today about the Master Cleanse. And the Master Cleanse is a cleanse that I've done many times. It's a very simplistic cleanse and a very effective cleanse as well too. Before we get started, just wanted you guys to make sure that you understand, obviously the content of this webinar is basically my personal opinions and some experience of myself and others. This shouldn't be considered medical advice. You should always consult a physician before making any type of dietary changes. And again, these statements haven't been evaluated by the FDA. Now we're through all those disclaimers, we can get started. So what is the Master Cleanse? The Master Cleanse was developed by Stanley Burroughs, and he primarily developed the cleanse as a treatment for ulcers. And what's interesting is that his treatment for ulcers, he recommended a short span of 10 days. Is the Master Cleanse a typical fast? No, it's not. Typical fasts involve eliminating food completely, many times just water and no nutrition. And in fact, the Master Cleanse itself you'll see actually uses different nutritional guides and things as well. The eliminated fast or diet, it's also another name for the Master Cleanse, liquid mono diet that cleanses and detoxifies the body as it stimulates healthy tissue growth. Who endorses the Master Cleanse? You can see behind me here a lot of famous actors that have utilized the Master Cleanse. Beyonce, in fact, lost 20 pounds in 14 days, she claims, on the Master Cleanse. Sean Astin, Brad Pitt, and pop star Pink. Who is the Master Cleanse for? Again, the Master Cleanse is for anyone that wants to lose cravings for unhealthy food, lose extra pounds, regain energy in their youth, and detoxify the body or improve their health. So a lot of people can benefit from the Master Cleanse. So how does a Master Cleanse work, and what do you really need? The first thing you need is you're going to need some fresh limes or some fresh lemon juice, maple syrup, which I recommend grade A or grade B maple syrup, cayenne pepper powder, water, and what you're going to do is basically drink that basically solo only during the next 3 to 10 days. You can also use a laxative tea either at night or in the morning to help increase bowel movements. What are some of the common uses for the Master Cleanse? Well, it's used many times in weight loss. It's endorsed as a reducing diet because it dissolves and eliminates all kinds of fatty tissue, and it's created to cleanse the system and flush out toxins effectively. How does the Master Cleanse work? Well, basically, lemons, as you know, are a rich source of vitamins and minerals. And also what those lemons do is you can tell they're really strong antibacterial, antiviral, antimicrobial, so they're very good at essentially fighting any kind of infection or anything that we have in the surface. It also helps to loosen and break up mucus in our body. Maple syrup, the balanced form of positive and negative sugar, again, grade B is the most effective. You can also use grade A, and it's very high in minerals. So when you're fasting, it's important that you do have some mineral content, and that maple syrup is going to help you provide that. Cayenne pepper, as you know, is a hot pepper. Down here in Texas, a lot of people use cayenne pepper for cooking, and what it does is really heats up the body. And so what that does is also helps break up mucus, increases the body temperature, it cleanses the digestive system, the respiratory system, and the circulatory systems. So by that heat, it's helping to really kind of expectorant or kind of bring that mucus up out of the body. So again, what are the benefits of the Master Cleanse? Well, first off, it helps to dissolve and eliminate toxins and congestion in the body. So if the body is congested, if the lymph system is congested, if our mucosal systems or our sinuses are congested, any type of congestion in the body helps really kind of draw that congestion out. It also helps cleanse the kidneys and digestive systems as well too. Helps to purify glands and cells through the body. Helps eliminate usable waste and hardened materials that are in the joints and the muscles. Helps build a healthy circulatory system. Helps relieve pressure and irritation in the nervous system, arteries, and the blood vessels. Helps preserve youth and vitality regardless of your age. Helps restore skin health, and also does away with mucus diseases such as cold, flus, asthma, and hay fevers. And I think that last part's one of the most important, that we look at many types of diseases really benefit from more inflammation. So if there's more inflammation in the body, where does that inflammation usually lie? Well, a lot of times in our mucosal systems, in our lymph system, and mucus that's being held inside of our sinuses or held inside of our throat, held inside of our lymph nodes, for example, and that mucus builds up. And so essentially by taking things, for example, like with the Master Cleanse, the lemon, it's going to help to dry out those mucus areas. The cayenne pepper is going to help to really heat up the body, and that maple syrup is going to help to provide basically the minerals that we need to basically kind of sustain us throughout the days that we're on the cleanse. So again, as a basic master cleanse recipe, what you're going to do is you're going to take 12 ounces of purified water, and what I like to do is I like to get an alga bottle and basically make this recipe and put, you can use a little bit more if you want to. If you're looking at an alga bottle, you know, that could be anything, probably I think it's above 30 ounces, so just kind of add to that depending on what we're looking at here. So if you're taking 12 ounces of water, purified water, you can also use alkaline water, you can use reverse osmosis water. Either way you want to do it, just make sure the water stays fairly pure. Use 2 tablespoons of lemon or lime. So what I like to do is just squeeze the lemon or lime into a tablespoon to make sure that goes in. Also 2 tablespoons of pure grade A or B maple syrup, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And you can kind of use cayenne pepper however you feel it. If you need to feel like you need to use more, you can add a little bit more. If you need a little bit less, you can use less as well too. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drink up to 60 ounces of that per day. Make sure you're drinking 6 glasses per day. While you're on the cleanse, make sure you're not taking any food during the fast, and also important to avoid any supplements that you're taking. Sometimes those supplements can really counteract with doing the cleanse. And if you do have any questions about that, of course, consult your doctor, or naturopath, or chiropractor and ask them about that. You can also, again, like I mentioned, drink a herbal laxative tea, and that tea in the morning is going to help you with bowel movements to help get the bowel system working really, really good. If you are congested, or say if you do have any problems with constipation while you're starting the cleanse, that herbal laxative tea will really help things to move a lot better. So what are some of the side effects of the master cleanse? Well, as your body's eliminating toxins, you might experience some of these symptoms. You might have, obviously, hunger pains. Going from 3 to 10 days without eating anything can definitely, and if you're not used to doing that, of course, in the beginning, your body's going to be very, very hungry. You might feel some tiredness or achiness. You might feel some aches and pains in different parts of your body. Maybe some mental irritability. Also, maybe some nausea as well too. I know for myself, many times in the beginning, I felt like headaches. I felt maybe a little bit of irritability, and that started to go away with time. I think initially, also, I noticed that some tenderness or some pain in my jaw, and I think many of that times that comes from, we're used to chewing things throughout the day, and if we go on to a strict liquid diet like the master cleanse or liquid cleanse, our body's used to chewing things, and so by going to not being able to chew things, then it makes a lot harder. Now, during the initial part of the master cleanse, what I want you to do is I want you to look at your tongue. Now, when you're looking at your tongue, you should see that in the beginning, your tongue's going to be very, very white. It's going to be a white color when you're drinking the maple syrup and the lemon and the cayenne. And after a time, that whiteness on your tongue is going to turn to a more pink color. And that's an indication that your body's going through detoxification. Well, again, thanks for listening. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call my office or contact me at Vida Chiropractic. Again, I'm Dr. Foss, and this was great. I'm glad you guys were well informed. If you have any questions, again, feel free to contact me. Thanks so much.